Hello everybody and welcome back to Conor here, All Leeds TV. Oh my god, they just do it to us every time, don't they? They do it to us every time. I'm in here cursing, shouting, throwing everything round because I just thought it was a dire performance. But thank God we got the 3 points, and I'll always say this is what champions do. This is what promoted sides do. We've just got to keep it going. You know, we did it against Blackburn last year. We did it against Villa last year. But we couldn't maintain that until the end of the season. If we keep this up, we will go up. What is the big difference from last season, I hear you asking? The big difference is the back line. Once again, Ben White, man of the match. The kid is a joke. He's a joke of a footballer. And you'll turn around if you're a Premier League fan and you'll come and watch this and you'll start laughing. You'll think, oh my God, he's waffling on again. That kid could get in the majority of Premier League starting sides. I am convinced of it. Needs to make that step up, of course, as does Calvin, so he gets the flights for the England squad, validation for that. But I don't believe in that. I really don't. I think if a player is a player, then they can get in any squad. I genuinely believe that. I think the seamless transition for both those players into the top division, into the elite level of English football, will be seamless. Once again, terrific performance from Ben White, and you can see where Leeds are using him. He is definitely the defender. You've seen it against Luton. You've seen it tonight. You've seen it in previous games against QPR, where Bielsa gives him licence to run in that midfield. He could play as a midfielder. He genuinely could. He could probably play up front. He's that good of a player. I'm absolutely buzzing with him as an acquisition. He's a wonderful player, and I'm so appreciative to see a player like that in those famous white, in that famous white kit. And I thought we were really average tonight. I'll be brutally honest with you. I think Reading, fair play to you. Fair play to you. One of the best teams we've played this season. The commentary we're talking about, Reading, their goals being to go for the top 6 this year. With the league being as wide open as it is, I don't see why not. With the change of Bowen, that's a completely different Reading side to what I saw last year. I thought we'd see a similar Reading side to last year, the 3-5-2. But no, I thought Ajaria, I thought Swift were brilliant. I thought they restricted Leeds with the back line, more Miazga and Co at the back. I thought Rinicota, the lad from Leeds who plays for Reading, who was just sitting in front of them, was doing a really nice job. And the problem with us during that game was every time we tried to go down the middle, that was the issue, because they stacked that middle out. We couldn't do anything there. So they packed it out, and that meant Leeds had to go out wide. What was the problem? We weren't wide enough. We didn't have enough quality out wide, especially in that first half. And the issue also was every time we got it out wide, we'd get a corner. I think it was 11 corners during that game. What did we do with them? Nothing. We didn't do anything with them, did we really? And that's still something that needs to be worked on. Do not take it away. This was a poor performance from Leeds United, but I don't think it was an unbelievable performance against Luton, but I did go on record as saying I was quite impressed. We did create a lot of chances, but, we weren't able to get that killer blow. Tonight was a different game. It was a different game. Reading came at us. They really did. They frustrated us as well. They got the package right. They defended really well, but they came at us as well with Swift and Ajaria. Miete was a complete nuisance throughout. I thought, nodding balls down. But once again, we came out with a clean sheet. We've come out with a clean sheet again. I believe that takes it to 10 this season, 9 or 10, which is unbelievable. And I've said this, defensive rear guards win your championships and get you promoted as well. We've opened up a nice little gap now. The pressure's on the teams below us now. And to do that, in the south with Reading and Luton, it's massive. It really is. 2 away games. Leeds back on form with away games, and that is huge for momentum. There was a lot of off performances tonight. Listen, I thought Ajaria, a little bit like Izzy Brown when we played against Luton, I thought he did really well against Calvin Phillips. But let's be right, guys. This is a guy who's come from the Premier League. Izzy Brown is another player who's come from the Premier League. Calvin Phillips has never played in the Premier League. This is the best level he's played at, a top Leeds side. So he's coming up against some of the best young players in the country here, and he's doing a really good job. He's having real good physical battles with top young players. So you've got to give kudos to Calvin, even if Ajaria, even if Izzy Brown at the weekend have played really, really well. Calvin's punching above his weight against these sort of players, he really is. But listen, I didn't think he had his best game. I didn't think he was that good on the ball. I didn't think Leeds was that good on the ball. I think Click was the right substitution. I'd probably gone Shackleton, actually, but he didn't do that, Obviously, there was a different change in Alioski. I thought Alioski did really well when he came on. Gave Leeds a little bit of variety. Was putting some good balls in, overlapping. Gave us that Duracell bunny energy as well that he normally does when he comes onto the field of play. And I thought he was really good, Alioski. I thought he gave us something different. And maybe that is why Alioski should be coming off the bench. Because he can stretch teams. He can knacker teams out. He can deliver a half-decent ball, 1 in 2 or 1 in 3. But yeah, I thought it opened Harrison up as well. I thought Harrison had a little bit of free roaming when Alioski did come on. But Ben White, Cooper, I mainly thought White was terrific again. I just think, I can't wax lyrical enough about him, how he just comes into the opposition. I mean, they showed his heat map on Sky Sports, and it's just a joke. He's got more touches in the opposition half than he has in the defensive half. I thought Kiko, when he was called upon, did really well. Some nice punches. What we're noticing about Kiko as well at this moment in time, he's not coming and flapping, which is fantastic. They had a couple of throw-ins with Liam Moore where he was hoofing those sort of Rory Delap throw-ins in. He wasn't coming and flapping. He was staying on his line. He was trusting his defenders. That's not what he was doing last season. So fair play to you, Kiko Casilla. Jack Harrison, I didn't think throughout the game he was having a good one. I actually thought Gunter was doing quite well against him. 30-year-old Gunter, it's his first minutes this season. And I was thinking, God's sake, man, it's going to be one of those games where, once again, Harrison doesn't hit up to those levels. But I tell you what, he proves others wrong all the time, because now his assists and goals are going up and up and up and up. And if he's not playing well throughout the game, and he does that at the end of every single game, fair play, mate. Fair play. Breathe. But yeah, I thought, what a finish that was. And Helder's got an assist. You can't be moaning now. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Get in there, boy. He's back in it again. What I will say, though, was he was annoying me a little bit this time, which I know will surprise a lot of you. Helder was annoying me a little bit. You look at the young lad Richards, who was on his side already on a yellow card. Helder kept checking back. He keeps checking back, keeps giving it to Nandez, keeps giving it to Dallas. There's definitely been a change in momentum in Helder Costa's mindset, 100%. And it's been in the back of my mind all season. I still think he's been good, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely been a change. He's very... Where, for Wolves, he'd be ruthlessly running at the fullbacks on either side, and he'd be darting, he'd want the ball in and over the top, which he has sort of done in the past 3 or 4 weeks. There is something in Helder's head where he does check back. He always looks for the pass now. He won't always take the man on. And don't get me wrong, that's not Helder Costa. That's been trained into him. Obviously, with the tick-attack sort of possession-based football we play, that has been put into Helder Costa's mind. That is 100% trained in him by the Leeds United staff and Marcelo Bielsa. That's what they want him to do. They want him to be checking back and passing through the lines and opening up space for the likes of Hernandez, the likes of Roberts. But listen, he got the assist, and I'm buzzing for him. He got the assist, But once again, Alioski, lovely little ball through, and what a counter-attacking goal it was from Leeds United. John Swift, great effort, parried out by Kiko, and then we went. And it was great for us to see, a counter-attacking goal like that, because we've aside, I guess we got it against Luton as well with that foul. It was more of a counter-attacking there, so it's getting better and better for Leeds United on that front. I didn't think we got enough last season of counter-attacking goals. Thought we were a bit slow, but now you could look at probably 2 in 2 there, and that's going to give the lads confidence as well. But Dallas in the middle, wasn't sure about that. He was okay, but then he had chances as well, didn't he? Dallas, that lovely ball from Alioski once again, who really was instrumental in those last 20-30 minutes. Dallas has got to finish that, hits the side netting, got to score. Wonderful shot as well, which smacks the crossbar. Dallas was our sort of main threat, a left leg that was left out, which the keeper sort of parried as well. Dallas was our main goal threat. Bamford, very isolated. Even the commentators, there was one where the ball came in, he nodded it down, no one was there. He was a little bit isolated, I thought, today. Pablo didn't have an amazing game either. Overall, it was a very substandard Leeds United performance, but unlike last season where we would have probably conceded, we've gone out, we've dug out the win, and there's 2 performances there where it's, Luton scored at the weekend. I thought, no, we're not winning this. That's it's dry, this game. We're not getting a win here. We did last minute, and that game in particular, I thought our Reading set up. Kudos to them, and it looks like they'll do good things this season. I was really impressed, and you can tell by under Bowen, they've not lost many, only lost away at Brentford and have lost to us tonight. But, you know, I think there's going to be good things coming for Reading, especially when that side of gel. There's a lot of quality and defensive solidarity in that team, which will get you far. And they've still got players out as well, the likes of Andy Yidden, the likes of Sam Baldock. So I think they're going to be good things for Reading. The reason I'm complimentary is because it's the first time, really, I've seen Leeds completely neutralised with chance creation. And that's something I never normally say. But listen, I went absolutely nuts. My throat's hurting, my head's hurting. Respect to all you lot who went down to Reading. I know there's a lot of London-based Leeds fans, a lot who get in contact with us at All Leeds TV, asking for tickets and stuff like that. We struggle to get tickets. I don't know how you guys are doing. But listen, brilliant. It was amazing. You know, you saw the limbs, and that's what we all like to see. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. Doesn't that just make the week fantastic? Thank God. 2 wins in 2, down in the south. Very rare. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in a bit.